Have you ever wondered, do dogs think humans are just big, weird-looking dogs? Well, you're not alone. It's a question that has fascinated dog owners and scientists for years. Today we're diving deep into this interesting topic to find out how our furry friends really see us. 1. Dog perception. Alright, let's talk about how dogs actually see us. Spoiler alert, they don't think we're just funny-looking dogs. Dogs see us as something special in their lives. Let's explore a few different ways they view us. Seeing as larger versions. First, some people think dogs see us as just bigger, clumsier versions of themselves. Imagine your dog looking at you and thinking, "Hey, you're just a giant me with less fur and 2 legs." It sounds funny, but it's not exactly true. Dogs do notice that we're different, but they still connect with us in many ways. Think about it. When you get down on the floor to play with your dog, they don't suddenly get confused. They just think, "Great, my giant friend is joining my level." They see our size, but also see us as part of their pack. Seeing as caregivers. A more popular idea is that dogs see us as their caregivers or leaders. This is a bit like seeing us as their dog parents. You feed them, take them for walks, give them belly rubs. Basically, you do everything their dog mom would do in the wild. Because of this, dogs often see us as the ones who provide for them and keep them safe. Have you noticed how your dog might follow you around the house? Especially when you're in the kitchen. They're not just being nosy. They're watching their provider in action. It's like they're thinking, "This human feeds me and takes care of me. I better stick close to them." Perceiving us through a blend of instincts. Finally, dogs see us through a combination of their natural instincts and what they've learned. Instinctively, they view us as the leader of their pack, but they also learn specific things from us. They know we control the food, the toys, and the all-important door to the outside world. For example, when you teach your dog to sit or stay, they learn that you're the boss, but a nice boss who gives treats. Over time, they pick up on your routines and habits, like knowing when it's time for a walk or when you're about to leave the house. They might not understand every detail, but they know you're the one in charge and the source of all good things. 2. Dogs' recognition abilities. Let's dive into the amazing ways dogs recognize you. Spoiler alert, it's not just by sight. Dogs have super senses that help them identify you in incredible ways. Sense of smell. First, let's talk about their sense of smell. Dogs' noses are amazing. They have up to 300 million scent receptors, while we only have about 5 million. This makes their sense of smell 10,000 to 100,000 times better than ours. Imagine walking into a bakery and being able to identify every single ingredient in each pastry. That's what it's like for dogs with sense. Dogs use their powerful noses to recognize you by your unique scent. Have you ever noticed how your dog goes crazy sniffing your clothes when you come home? They're picking up all the different smells you've encountered throughout the day. But most importantly, they're confirming that it's really you. Even if you're wearing a new perfume or cologne, your dog can still pick up on your underlying scent. It's like you have your own personal scent signature that they can always identify. Sense of hearing. Next, let's talk about their hearing. Dogs can hear much higher frequencies than humans and can pick up sounds from much farther away. This super hearing helps them recognize their owners by voice. Studies show that dogs can identify their owner's voice among strangers with an impressive 82% accuracy. It's like they have a built-in voice recognition system. Ever noticed how your dog perks up when they hear your car in the driveway? Or the jingle of your keys? They're not just reacting to any sound. They know it's you. Your dog can recognize your voice in a crowded room, or even hear you calling from a block away. This ability to pick out and respond to your voice is a big part of how they connect with you. Dogs also use visual cues to recognize you. They do not see the world in the same way we do, but they're great at picking up on familiar shapes and movements. Your dog knows your face, your walk, and even the way you move your hands. This visual recognition is part of what makes them run to you with excitement when they see you from a distance. Scientific insights. Here's some cool science to back this up. Researchers found that dogs' brains react more to their owner's scent than any other smell, even other dogs. In a study, dogs were exposed to different scents while their brain activity was monitored. The parts of their brains linked to pleasure and reward lit up the most when they smelled their owner. Another fascinating study tested dogs' ability to recognize their owner's voice. Dogs were placed in a room with speakers playing recordings of their owner's voice and the voices of strangers. The dogs consistently showed more excitement and interest when their owner's voice was played, showing their strong ability recognition skills. Here's a fun, relatable example. Have you ever tried sneaking up on your dog? It's nearly impossible. Even if you walk quietly, your dog can still smell and hear you. They might act surprised, but they knew you were there the whole time. It's like playing hide and seek with a superhero who has all their senses on high alert. In the next section, we'll look at how these recognition skills help your dog remember you even after long absences. But before we dive in, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. We have plenty more doggy insights coming your way. Stay tuned. 3. Long-term memory. Alright, let's talk about one of the most heartwarming of our relationship with dogs. Their long-term memory to us. Ever wonder if your dog will remember you after a long time apart? Yes, they absolutely do. Dogs have an amazing ability to remember you through sensory experiences. This means that even if you've been away for weeks, months, or even years, your dog will recognize you when you return. Their memory is closely tied to their senses, mainly smell, sight, and hearing. Let's start with their sense of smell. Dogs can detect and remember scents much better than we can. Imagine you're away on a long trip. When you come back, your dog does not see you immediately, but they'll smell your scent from across the room and instantly know you're home. Your scent is like a personal ID badge they never forget. Dogs also have associative memory, which means they link scents, sounds, and sights with specific experiences. When they smell your scent, they remember all the good times they've had with you. The walks, the belly rubs, the treats. It's like a flood of happy memories rushing back to them. Anecdotes and studies. Here's a heartwarming story. A soldier came home after being away for a year. As soon as he walked in the door, his dog, who hadn't seen him in all that time, went wild with joy. The dog recognized him instantly by his scent and knew exactly who it was. The reunion was full of excited barks, tail wagging, and lots of doggy kisses. There are some amazing studies that show how strong a dog's memory can be. In one study, dogs were separated from their owners for different lengths of time, even after being apart for 2 years. The dogs recognized their owners right away when they reunited. They were filled with joy and excitement, showing that the bond stays strong no matter how long they are apart. Think about it this way. Have you ever left the house for just a few hours? And when you come back, your dog greets you like you've been gone for days? Now imagine that times 100. That's how they feel after a long absence. It's like their joy and love are multiplied because they've missed you. So whether you're gone for a day or a year, know that your dog will always remember you and be overjoyed when you come back. They're not just pets. They're family, with a memory and attachment that runs deep. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to check out the next one. We will see you there.